This is Hollywood superstar Hugh Jackman. Welcome to Series 4 of the Dad Tales podcast. These two are the real greatest showmen. Sit back and enjoy.
I'm going to definitely cut this bit out.
So the question is...
We don't ever find the answer out. But that's like being in between like your mum and your dad.
Hang on for a second. We've had that one. What are you talking about? So what was the age? If you just go, good evening, Andy.
Oh. Started ringing me.
Get her on. Get her in. Go on. Bring her to the pod. Go on, bring her in. I want to talk to her.
I'm going to have to answer it.
No, just see what happens. You can cut it out if it's car crash. Go on, see what
She might give me some bad news. Right, hang on. Can I pause this?
No, yeah, stop it. Oh.
It's not something you just... Is it something you just catch?
I don't know how it works.
But cream cleans it up.
Yeah, apparently so. Don't know how you get it there, though.
No, well, I had an idea, but I'm not sure that's the way you got it.
Anyway, we digress.
Take two.
Good evening, Andy.
Good evening.
First intro was way better than that.
It was way better.
You guys missed out on a really good intro. I did all sorts of stuff.
I'll still put it in.
Oh, right.
Basically, my mum. I had to quit the call just in case. For so much for tea. Good evening. Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales, my friend. How is you and how is your week been? And have you got anything to tell us? Amazingly.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah, because this is going to go out a week late, innit? Compared to what it normally does.
yeah, we'll go with that.
But I think I might have found what I'm good at. I think I may have found my thing.
Oh, shut that door.
I went all serious, Dad, on Saturday. Netball.
Oh, nice. No, you're not good now. I've seen you play netball. I've genuinely seen you play netball.
I went all serious. So me and Andy got roped into a game. I couldn't tone it down. How do you tone it down? You know, if it was a game of tennis, I'd have still gone in full gung-ho and tried my best. And it was the same as this as well. You know, flying all over the court, throwing myself around. That's not what you really do in netball.
What position to put you in?
I started off as goalkeeper and then moved to wing attack.
Well, I think he's wasted goalkeeper. Let's get him some movement out of him.
I was marking Andy though. She absolutely scolded me. Yeah, yeah. It's quite, for anyone that's never played. It's quite physical. You know, like we was in D, and she's just like nudging me and everything, and you know, and then she's quite sharp in getting to where she knows where she needs to be. She's quite clever. She likes playing that position.
Yeah.
So it was good. But yeah, honestly, I thought I may have found my calling. I'm looking for teams. If anybody's got
I might.
a male team that they want to...
Like I said, the time we played the netball team and they absolutely ran us off the park.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, that.
Do you know what they did? I remember though that day. A lot of it was our feet, wasn't it?
But a lot of it, I thought we were being biased. Like they could run and tower over us. As soon as we did that 5 yards, like, hang on, they just did it to me. One of them just elbowed me in chops, and I don't know why. If I elbow them, it's a monstrosity.
Yeah. She pulled me up on my feet once, and I was like, "Ugh."
What was it we say?
You got to like land and pivot, don't you? You can't
Travel.
I didn't think I travelled. I'd love a VAR in netball.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it was quite good. Quite enjoyed it.
Nice.
I think I may have found my calling.
Nice.
How's your week been?
Steady away.
Found what you're good at yet?
No. Definitely not.
We'll keep looking.
Yeah. Went to watch my Mighty Sunderland on Saturday. Had a good day. Which was,
the pictures I saw looked cool.
Yeah, it was an experience. It was. Yeah. I've never been out like that.
Posh area.
I was in VIP box. I was in Hummels, the owner of Hummels, his executive box.
A sponsor this week, Sunderland's executive box.
Hummel's our sponsor this week. Big shout out to Hummel. Yeah, it was really weird because like I got told to go to main entrance. This is the first bit that was really weird. Main entrance, whatever. So
you're normally back entrance as well.
Yeah. So I walked to main entrance. It's all like security off. Gates, all players coming through, if that makes sense. And I was like, this can't be the right place. As much as this must be, I thought this must be like
another back entrance.
Well, yeah, another entrance, if that makes sense. So I was like, does anyone know where? There's like loads of people. I'm talking to loads of fans waiting for players to come through, trying to get autographs and things like that. And I was like, does anyone know where main entrance is? And this guy was like, there. And I was like, yeah, but I can't get there. I can't get in there. And he's like, I don't know what he said in his Geordie accent. But you push through like man, there's an hole in the game, like. And I was like, right, okay. So I sort of shuffled through. So next thing I know, I pushed through this crowd, me and Noah, and I'm stood like
signing autographs.
No, it might as well be. I was just stood like on my own because no one's coming in for players or whatever. I was just stood in this thing going, can I just walk in? And it was like, where do you want to be? And I was like, mate, show me a ticket. I was like, main entrance. Like, yeah, just through there, mate. So I walked through and then walks in. She said, oh, welcome back. And I was like, back from where? Do you know what I mean? She's like,
I've seen you walk around 3 times.
And she was like, do you know where you're going? And I was like, nope. Done this before? Nope. Right, come here, let me help you out. You up the lift and thingy. And it was a bit surreal. Do you know, like?
Do you know what that is? That's one of the times. So you're outside, you know full well you're in VIP, but you want everybody else to know you're in VIP.
I didn't.
Hey, where do the posh people
go?
go?
I was like, someone let me in here, we get out of the way. And even coming out, it's the same. So coming out, we came out, and like literally players are coming out, and I was like, loads of like Plymouth players coming out, and I'm coming out in the middle of them, and people are shouting, "Hey up, do look at them!" I'm like, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" Do you know what I mean? I was like, "This is too uncomfortable for me. Don't need this."
Good experience, though.
Yeah, brilliant. Like I said, the whole like. I don't know, because we was there 2 hours. We had to be there between 2 and 2.5 hours before we got there. Between the two.
Get your money's
It
worth.
was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Hummel guy was already in there. And he's like, help myself. There was like loads of like meats and stuff like that on the table and stuff. Free bar. I could have as beer as I wanted.
Yeah, carry out.
Like drinking the bottles on my out.
I ain't drunk anything. Can I take these home?
But like limited soft drinks, limited beers and stuff. I know they're already paid for by the, like, you know, they're already like sort of included. So, but as a person that's in there, I'm just like, what? I can have that?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do that? And I'm like really polite. He's like, do you want this? And I'm like, yeah. And like first thing, no wanted a coffee. And yeah. And he's like, is he allowed a coffee? I was like, yeah, he's allowed a coffee. And I was like, oh, so I go up to make a coffee, and I was like, oh, there's no coffee. And he's like, oh, I'll just get the woman to make one. I was like, oh, don't worry, there's tea. I'll have a tea instead. But like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'll have whatever's here. Don't you got you wait to do a thingy, sort of thing. But yeah, like I said, when you sat in there, like crowds filling up and stuff, and like songs going on, so we like went out. And as you go on the terrace, like you walk out, and there's like your seats, and they're like sectioned off in like a little like little mini stand. I'm like, this is mental.
How the other half.
Yeah, and like the view. It was just perfect. Like you was like the proper perfect angle. I was like, we were slightly. To be fair, we were slightly to the left. Whereas like if you went a couple of boxes that way, I'd be like the proper.
Did you ever wander down, see if you could get to know them?
No, I couldn't. But I was looking to see what it was. But it's like construction firms and like businesses that take them over, and each one, you can do what you want inside your box. You can not literally do it, but like decorations and stuff.
And yours.
Yeah, and Hummel, like, so the Hummel guy's got it for like 5 years, like a 5-year whatever, while they're sponsored. And he was saying they decorated there, class. He walked in and he had like the neon Hummel, do you know, chevrons, you know, the actual things. He had that up roof, he had a bit of like paneling and stuff, but all the other ones were just a plain, boring. And he's like, when I got it, I was like, I had to make a bit of something about it, didn't I? I had to make it, you know, I was like, man, it's classic.
How many was in there?
You get 8 in it. No, you can get 9 in it.
But how many was there when you went?
8.
Oh, so was it back row?
Yeah, there's just one spare, but I don't know who's meant to be in that one. So, but we ended up picking them up because someone was meant to go and then didn't go. So I got them like proper last minute. Got the message on Friday afternoon. So I had to make a decision. I mean, I was like, yeah, them.
Yeah.
No matter what I'm doing on Saturday, I'll give monkeys. I'm out. So, I mean, nobody play football, so I give other coach a shout and said, look, I'm letting you down. I'm not turning up myself. And then he was like, yeah, fair dues.
It's only a one-off, innit, as well?
Yeah.
Unless you made a really good impression. You might get a game next week.
I hope so. Could do with a game. Then I played football on Sunday. Played all right. I didn't play. Do you know when you had a game where like I came on and I didn't really get involved? There's not really much to get involved with, so I didn't really do all particularly wrong this week. So
well done.
Which is a positive.
That's, I think, the way to start, innit?
I had left foot shot and it had no venom in it whatsoever. If it was on my right foot, do you think back and think, oh, I wish I was on my right foot? I struck it all right, but because of my left foot, it just like hit the defender.
Did you say that?
Yeah, no, I was like, you know, you're like, oh, couldn't have fit with that. There's a bit of time as well, but because you were like came over, so I'm not. Very good.
What you've learned from that is stop having a shot.
Nah, I actually, to the point where I was thinking back and think, should I go on my right foot and try killing him outside of boot? Do you know what I mean? Thinking, that could have been a better option. If I had done that, I'd have gone for a corner flag.
You'd have turned inside and fallen over.
That was last week's anecdote.
So you've improved, you didn't fall over?
No, I stayed on my feet this week.
So well,
Yeah.
all good. All good.
Yeah. We lost 1-0 as well, which was rubbish. So
If your shot had only gone in.
I could have equalised.
Yeah,
I'd been a hero. I'd been an absolute hero.
Shirt off and everything.
Oh man, they'd been off.
I was asking Andy that. You know, if you score at netball, can you get your shirt off? Do you celebrate?
Do you celebrate?
No.
Just be like, yeah. But I suppose that's a game where there's a lot of points going in there.
Yeah.
Baskets, points, scores,
Goals. Yeah, they call them goals, weirdly.
It's not a goal though, is it?
I suppose it is for them.
It's a basket.
Yeah.
Because netball, basketball, they call it the basket, don't they? They say, oh, it's a basket. It's got a basket.
Yeah, but
Carol
would you
basket.
say it's 56 to 54 what? Goals? Baskets?
I'd say the score's 56-54.
Yeah, I suppose you don't say in football it's 2-0 goals, do you?
No. You just give them the score.
Yeah.
Do you
Never thought
get
that.
2 points in netball or 1?
No, just one.
Just 1 point?
Just one.
I think it's right high score as well, don't they?
Yeah. That's what I mean. You get to good levels and it's like proper end to end. They don't miss either. It's very rare they miss.
Well, I was thinking
interceptions.
it's got to be a harder sport than basketball because no back ball to play off.
Yeah.
Like literally got to be like swoosh every time.
You got to shoot from sides. That's the idea. Because if you shoot from sides, then there should be somebody stood at the other side to pick
scoop
it
it
up.
up.
Yeah. But try not to shoot in front. That's what I've learned.
Really? So
Because for that reason, there's no backboard, is there? If you shoot and it's going to go long, it's going to go straight over the top. If you go from the side, hopefully if it goes long, it goes to your teammate at the other side.
every day's a learning day. Next time I play
That's it.
netball, I'll be like, get to the side, get to the
I
side.
could play on my team.
I'm hard.
Right, let's do this week's topic. We are talking this week dates.
What, the
Particularly-
fruit? I love a nice date.
Dear.
And a fig. Oh, fig rolls.
Oh.
Ooh, baby.
Sounds-
No, I like dates in things, but I couldn't eat a fresh date. Like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got some.
that really did not appeal to you.
It did not. I want to talk about little brown things, brown sticky things.
Okay.
We're talking dates. We're talking date dilemmas, date problems, date issues. Everything surrounded by dates. How's your? Have you ever had a bad date?
I don't think so. No, I don't really have many dates.
Yeah.
I was not the. I'm not, even like now with Mrs. We go out and stuff, but I know it's meant to be a date, but we don't really go on dates.
No, and I suppose you've got to, because it's obviously your missus. It does. It's not like you're not going to get things wrong, are you? You're not going to say the wrong thing.
No.
You're not going to
Although I
shit
shit
your pants.
myself. Yeah.
You probably would shit your pants.
That's
that'd
a
be
bad
normal
date.
for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I did shit myself when I was on.
It was quite normal for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I don't think I've had a bad date per se. I don't think I'm quite a cool customer. Me, I'm not
yeah.
putting my foot in it. Yeah, I don't think I've had bad days. They might say they've had bad days. I don't recall me having a bad date.
That's their problem, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
I've got a couple of stories here from our listeners. And then I've got some dating tips.
Ooh.
Well, I'll explain in a bit. Do you want me to tell you one of my not my dating stories? None of these, just so you know, are mine. I've got 3 lovely ones.
Nice.
So shall I go with my one first? I'm going to go with one of mine first. This guy and I were on a first. This guy and I were on a first and only date at a restaurant. He ordered steak, and the waitress forgot our silverware. He just picked it up with his hands and started eating it.
Big red flag there.
That's the thing, isn't it? You know, certainly a first date. What would go through your mind to go, I will just pick this up and chew it? I'm not a big believer in not using knives and forks in a restaurant. If I had pizza in a restaurant, I'd eat a pizza with a knife and fork, same as a burger.
Snap.
Same as burger. And I wouldn't order something where I'd be using, not like wings, I love wings, or ribs, but I wouldn't order them in a restaurant. Certainly not on a date.
See, I'd order prawns potentially and then shell them.
Would you?
Yeah.
On a date, first date?
Right.
What if you flicked one at her face?
See, I lost.
Shell, they're a bit fiddly as well, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I do like prawns though, cooked prawns.
Would you take that into consideration, though, if that was a thing? Certainly a first date, you go, right, there's prawns there, or I could just have loaded wedges. I don't know, or garlic mushrooms.
Ugh, garlic mushrooms. God, awful them.
I'd much rather go for that than
Um,
But you won't pick your steak up, would you? Let's
not
go
with my
there.
hands, no. No. I know a few people, friend-wise, who would do that.
Yeah. What if it was the other way around and you
Well,
went
she
on a date
picked
and
it.
she picked it up?
Again, big red flag. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Because again, like dates-wise, it's nice to be comfortable. It's nice to be yourself. But I do think there is an unwritten rule that you're not yourself until 4 or 5 dates in.
There's an expectation as well, I think, that you don't let everything loose on the first date. If
Yeah.
she's chewing a steak on date one,
So if you was on a date with someone and they just guffed, what would you do?
Well, so I don't really have a massive problem with trumping, but I think on a first date,
Yeah.
again, you hold it back a bit.
Oh, big time.
You hold it back. I'm just thinking on that. What happens if the soup turned up? There was no spoon.
It's like, just bringing it up.
Oh, there was only like a teaspoon. Would you just eat it with a teaspoon? Eat it? Yeah, you eat
Yeah.
soup, don't you? With a teaspoon.
I never go. Yeah, I don't know.
Red flag. Ick.
Yeah,
It's not an ick, it's a red flag.
yeah. For me, like, if you picked a whole steak up, like,
Especially like a T-bone and you get it right in corners.
yeah, like you pick, like if they started picking, like if I cut it all up and started picking bits with the hands, I wouldn't be too bothered about that. But they've literally picked it up like and then go, oh.
Give us your story. Obviously not your story, is it?
No, it's not mine. So this is Laura Chapman. She's from Edinburgh. And she says, a few years ago, a guy suggested a skate room for their first date. I thought it was a great idea, fun, interactive, and something different. But with 10 minutes in, I realised that he was going to be one of those guys, overconfident type, who thinks he knows everything, but actually hasn't got a clue. He immediately decided he'd worked out access into the next room. So he shoved me into what he thought was the next part of the puzzle. It wasn't. It was a cleaning cupboard. He then shut the door behind us for realism, he said, and somehow locked us both in. To make matters worse, we yelled for help, and he leaned over and leant on a mop bucket, tipping the water all over my feet. And I want to say it's filthy water as well. Then the staff finally let us out, and he tried to laugh it off with a shit one-liner and said, well, we escaped, didn't we? I spent the rest of the day plotting my escape from him. What a shit day I had. She named him there, but
the shit one-liner, that'd have been me.
what
I'd
like
have gone, well, we escaped.
escapes, yeah.
Why was your cleaning cupboard right in the middle of it?
I don't know, to be fair.
Because, I mean, if they can get into that cupboard, then there's an error there from some. I mean, it's by the by, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, things like escape rooms, I think, can be good first dates, or could be absolute like a car crash.
Yeah.
And I think that would become a car crash before they got locked in a cupboard.
Well, pretty much because he seemed like he was overconfident
Yeah.
in knowing how to get into things. I'm a bit like that in escape room. I do like the challenge. Like you could put me in an escape room on my own, and I'd be the exact same person as if I was in there with you and others. I'd be proper like, can I let this out? Can I let this out? Ooh, like I quite like the thrill of the challenge.
Yeah, I'd be kind of thinking, oh, I know this bit of the puzzle, but I'm just going to hold back because I don't want to look like a Billy Big Bollocks.
Oh, see, I wouldn't. If I didn't know it, but if I do know it, like I'm like, yeah, I've got this.
But what if you just got it all and then you just looked like a massive tool because you just go, I don't know. I mean, she might just be massively impressed that you went, wow, he's amazing. He can get us out of anything. He's like Bear Grylls.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like an escape room, though. My cup of tea, them sort of things.
Yeah, I'd agree. Just maybe beware. Are we offered advice?
Yeah. Don't do escape rooms for first date. I don't think I would do an escape room for first date, though. Like, of all the things that we could do for first date.
First date's got to be something simple on it.
Yeah, because as much as it is a bit fun, there's a lot of working together there. And if they are a massive dickhead or they are thick as shit. Like, do you know if I went to someone, right?
There's a fine line as well there.
Yeah,
Isn't there? You don't want either, do you?
No, but like it's something really simple. Like there's like a red, a blue, a green, a brown bottle, and you can quite clearly see numbers, which correlates to a keypad that's got the same number. And you go, they belong to that, and they go, I don't get it. I'm like, fucking get it. Just wait in the corner and I'll fucking get us out of here.
Yeah, and stand with your face to it.
Fucking
Second date, because I think on a first date you can kind of, you can kind of gauge somebody, I think. If you're talking to somebody, if you go for a brew or whatever, or a drink, you can talk to somebody and you know, I think, if they're a tit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be more of a 4th or 5th date if me for a skate room.
Jagging.
What, in the skate room? I locked us in. Oh, no. He says, here, to escape, we've got a shag. Oh, the chance of that. Okay,
Yeah,
I just turn that camera back on.
I don't order.
Well, what a coincidence.
God, the only way to get out of here.
Yeah. What are the chances,
Right, my next one. I was 15 and about to go on my very first real date. Had my mother drop me off at the movie theatre to meet him. Well, he never showed up and I thought I'd been stood up. It wasn't until later that night he sent me a message. Can't wait to go on our date tomorrow. It was only then I realised I was on the wrong day.
Ooh.
Would you admit to that? Would you say, oh, sorry, I thought it was today. I'm sat in the theatre now. Or you're already gone home or something. Would you go, oh, actually, I've been a bit of a tool here and I've got the dates wrong and I actually went there tonight?
It's quite a funny thing to say.
I think as well, nowadays, it's so easy to block people as well, isn't it? If you'd kind of been on a date and gone, oh, you hadn't turned up.
Blocked.
She hadn't turned up. You just go block straight away.
Yeah.
Not having that person in my life. First thing I do is obviously go back through my messages and go, when did we arrange this?
Yeah.
Am I right or are you right?
What when you think, where are they? I just got right here.
Yeah, right time you would maybe go for, wouldn't you? And then go, it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, if somebody said 7, I'll see you at 7 tomorrow. You turn up first thing.
For steak dinner. Get hungry in the morning.
No cutlery.
That's probably what happened. There's 7 in the morning. The table hadn't been laid.
Yeah. Maybe. Right, give us your next one.
So this is Train Trouble in London from Hannah Whitaker. So James, who's now my husband, I planned to meet him at the South Bank for our first date, and I was really looking forward to it. But he texted me to say his train was delayed by an hour. He finally turned up, sweaty, flustered, and sheepishly admitted he'd forgotten his wallet. I said, "Don't worry," trying to be nice, "I will cover it." We queued up for street food, but we didn't. But when we got to the front, the guy told us that they didn't take cards. James tried to salvage the situation by pulling out of his pocket loads of loose change, like literal pennies, and dumped them on the counter. We spent 5 minutes wading through fives and pennies. It wasn't enough and was very embarrassed. We ended up buying a single bag of crisps with what we had. Then just as we sat down to share them, James ripped the bag open too hard and the crisps flew everywhere. We just sat there watching a bag roll down the Thames and we burst out laughing. It was the date it wasn't the date we expected, but to be honest, it broke the ice.
It's a good one, that one.
Yeah.
Turned out happy because they got married.
Yeah. Well, you see, now her husband.
Yeah.
She said at the beginning, so from London. So,
I mean, if he's emptied his pockets thinking that he can buy street food's not cheap.
No,
so
no.
He must have thought, I must have at least like a tenner in it.
Don't say when it is. It could be like say they're now married, so she maybe
and if
a while ago.
Didn't accept cards. It must have been a few years
Yeah,
ago.
and
Yeah.
like I say, whatever they're trying to buy for street food, maybe a bag of chips, something like that. But I only got a bag of crisps, so you definitely had
How much
pennies
are
and
crisps
pennies.
in London?
I don't know.
Do you know what's weird? Slightly changing the sort of traction on this one. A couple of places recently, the first thing I've asked is, do they take cash?
Really?
Yeah, probably maybe 5 years ago you'd go, do you take card? Now it's, do you take cash?
Well, on way into the ground on Saturday, I said to the mum, I was walking past, oh, it's like a £5 or whatever. And she's like, sure, they'll take card, won't they? She's like, I don't think so. So, maybe some places still don't.
Yeah.
But
You certainly think like a stadium would, though.
a burger van outside, isn't it? So,
Right.
cash is king.
Cash is king.
Oh,
Yeah.
cash is king.
Right, I've got one more. I didn't have time to finish laundry. This is another lady. I've all been, oh no, too late. I didn't have time to finish laundry before my day. As a result, I had no dry underwear to wear. I had to make the decision: 1, wear wettish underwear and be uncomfortable and risk displaying unsightly crotch wetness through my pants. Or 2, wear no underwear and fly free. Didn't see any negatives about this at the time. I went with option 2. We get to the restaurant. They seat us in a booth with those hot vinyl seats. We've all been there, haven't we? The dinner goes well. Great conversation. Good laughs. The place was really hot, and I'd been drinking water all night, so I had to use the restroom. I go to the toilet and notice that there is a line of sweat right along my ass crack, clearly visible from the back. Fuck. Given the direction of the walk of the restroom, my date definitely saw it. Oh well, shrug it off. What's done is done. Walk back to the table, finish the date. No second date.
Oh no.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
Because
I don't suppose. Do you ever think about like colours and clothes and thinking of sweating and stuff?
No, but I know my clothes. If that makes sense.
So like, I'm a fan of a pair of chinos, a nice pair of chinos. But if you shake violently near them, once you've been for the week,
sorry, yeah.
do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I thought you meant. Oh shit!
I love my chinos.
I'm sweating like fuck now. Got a wet patch everywhere.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's happened. And the only thing you can do...
You splash loads of water.
Yeah. As if I've been washing my hands and I've just splashed everywhere. If you've just got the single drop, you know what it's from.
Yeah. The worst is when you've got a single drop, but it's from when you've tucked in too early and it's come out and it's exactly where your todger is. And it's like, really like, oh God, you can tell that's...
Somewhere near your knee.
You can tell that, yeah. Mine's not very ankle. I get wet socks. But you're like, you know exactly that's from me getting it whipped in a bit too quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel for... Nobody wants to see a sweaty ass crack, do they?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
I think that's one of them things, though, that would have happened underwear or no underwear, wouldn't it?
Does underwear give a bit of blockage?
Well, if it's big underwear, maybe.
Big underwear.
Big
like
pants.
fluffy.
Yeah.
So, like
loincloth.
Yeah. Women have loads of different styles of underwear. Just going on a tangent.
This is true.
I have boxers. I had the odd pair of wangers for playing football in.
You don't want to lose anything, do you?
My leg slapping it hurts. But yeah, so like I say, I'm quite simple in my underwear choice. Whereas like women have so many different. Like, you know, if you took them down, and you had some lace on, they'd be like, woman will go, ooh, lace have we got here? How weird's that a man will go, lace it off.
We once played football, and there was a guy at football had a thong on, and it wasn't like, oh, I've stayed up with Mrs. and we got a bit kinky, and I've turned up in a red silky.
Just his
It
thong.
was his thong. You could tell it was a man's thong, weirdly. And you know,
Oh yeah, I got the exact same one. That's a man's
had
one.
a tiger on.
Saying growl.
And you know, like when everybody in the change room notices it, like something, don't they?
He's definitely not for a joke.
No, he didn't.
What? As in, he just wears a thong.
Yeah, when you see it on him, you kind of go, yeah, you're that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so everybody in the changing room sort of noticed, and he's obviously got his like back to everybody getting dressed, and everybody's sort of saying it. And then one kid just went, "What the fuck is that?" No, it's everything that we all wanted to ask.
And he turned around, it was like an elephant's trunk and with ears and stuff on it.
It's like he'd been doing a bodybuilding contest.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You got any thongs?
No.
No.
Have you?
No.
Like I said, I swear that I have the most simplest underwear thing, and to the point where even like old holy ones get chucked.
Yeah, just
like, you know, people say, "Oh, yeah, I've got a really good pair. I've had them for years." Even though I'm like, no, I think new ones are the better ones.
Oh yeah.
Like people got to get comfier. Well, they don't.
No, they don't.
They get chafy and it's hard. I actually like box. You could stand them up. Like, trying to stand up on their own.
When you
When
you put your leg in it and it goes through a hole instead of the actual hole of the pants.
Yeah, I went through a stage as well. You put your foot in your sock, and I don't know what I was doing, but I was like pulling up too high. But I put holes in my socks, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on here. I haven't got tight socks.
Yeah, just big feet.
Yeah.
Have you got another
You're not saying about big feet, are you?
Yeah,
Big shoes.
Big shoes.
Yeah, Emily Saunders from Brighton. A guy suggested we go for fish and chips on Brighton Pier. for our first date. And honestly, it sounded perfect. The weather was great, the chips were hot, and I was starting to think this guy might be actually the boyfriend material. Then the seagulls arrived. One swooped down and, like a dive bomber, stole the entire piece of fish. I screamed and dropped my chips, which the other seagulls decided to divulge on and descend on, like vultures. Can we cut that in the edit?
Yeah.
Alive, inside.
It's live.
Trying to be a hero, he lunged towards him to shoo him away, but then tripped over a toddler. The kid's ice cream went flying, the kid started wailing, and a group of tourists began to film us. He then stood up, covered in chips, and said, "Let's go to Nando's. I've never agreed to anything so fast."
I feel like it's a bit of a schoolboy error, that.
What? I mean, chips on free at Pier?
Yeah.
I always think it's weird that the selfish and chips, yeah. The notoriously, I think Bridlington for us is a nightmare.
Yeah, I took Andy and Lexi once, and one of them, I think Andy tripped over Lexi's foot, threw the chips on the floor, and honestly, within seconds, them chips hit the floor, they're all gone.
Yeah.
There weren't anything sort of flying around us, but certainly as soon as they knew that there was an opportunity, they was in. And I've said this before, seagulls are massive.
Oh, they're bigger than when I was a kid.
If they was that size when I was a kid, I'd been scared of them.
I'd been flying at it. It's like a saddle on it and flown
They're
up.
like a small dog, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Well, I chose this one when I was going through emails because it reminded me. I've seen that one where that guy punched a seagull. Have you seen it?
I think
So he's like at a seaside. He's got like chips in hand. The seal comes, just goes bang, punches it. The seal goes straight down. Everyone's like, "You can't do that." He's like, "My chips."
you can.
Brilliant.
I've seen like videos of like proper swooping in and taking food out.
Yeah.
Of people.
Have you seen him like where they're going to like shops and they'll nick a bag of crisps and stuff? Like, who's opening them for him? Do you know what I mean? Like, but he's
stole to order.
But monkeys steal to order. I've seen that, like in Cambodia and stuff like that. People have trained monkeys to go steal things, like literally, and bring them back to you.
Can we do that? Because they're not going to send them to prison, are they?
No,
Monkey prison.
monkey prison. Oh.
Nice. You got any more?
I've got a couple more, but I'll keep it as 3-3. We'll go with 3-3. So,
All right, shall I just very quickly go through? So these are. I always think if you're at a first date, what kind of things can you talk about? So these are suggestions to talk about. It starts fairly straightforward, then gets a little bit weird. And I'm thinking,
throw a catcher.
what do you? Where do you? Anyway, so I'll go through them. So what's your favourite meal? Fair question, and if you're in a restaurant, good thing to start talking about. What does your ideal weekend look like?
Yeah.
No.
Good to know because we know their personality. If they're outdoorsy or an indoorsy or
and you could get organised things to do.
quite similar to me. Yeah, I quite like.
What's the most fun thing you've done recently? Whistling.
Off camera.
What's your favourite way to unwind after a long day? Whistling. Who's your celebrity crush?
Actually, that's a weird one because that's like teeing up for like so if I said to someone, "What's your celebrity crush?" and they went, "Oh, someone's got but someone's got like loads of hair or like a really thick set of head hair."
There's nothing like the person that you're with.
Yeah, and I think that's a fucking load of crap. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you obviously don't. Not that you don't find me attractive, but you're like, well, I'm not your ideal person.
What if you was out with a female and you just went Vin Diesel? Who's your
Yeah, we
ideal
got
crush? Vin Diesel. No, that you said that. Not
Oh, that's a bit weird.
What was your dream job when you were a kid? I don't know if that's a first date question. That's a get to know you down the line.
Nah, I think that's an icebreaker. Yeah, what was you want to do as a kid?
What kind of music do you like?
I think
What's your favourite book, movie,
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah, that's us.
Of course it is. Do you prefer outdoors or indoors?
I thought you were going to say something else then. Yes, that's staple stuff. Yeah, I think we're still going staple stuff here. When's it going to get weird?
What's the best trip you've ever taken? Well, the weirdness is in the questions of how you take them, I think.
Okay.
So, again, what's the best trip you've ever taken?
Again, I think that's a very good icebreaking, if they're well travelled
I
or.
would say, well, I went to Amsterdam once and got absolutely smashed off my tits and thought I was flying a zebra.
And then you could go, you're maybe not the person for me.
Yeah, that's when it's good to
Oh,
know
you
that.
go, oh, quite the sound of that.
All right.
Next day, after Amsterdam.
What's the most bizarre dream you've ever had?
Yeah, now that's inappropriate.
Well, I woke up this morning wet through.
Yeah. I was like 2 dicks in a Zoom. I was like a dog.
My mum was there.
She loved it.
Again, you could just be really simple, couldn't you? Just, I remember dreaming about being lost on an island.
Yeah, I had a weird dream last night, but I won't tell you about it.
Good, because nobody cares about other people's dreams.
Yeah, I do find it strange, like when people start telling you things. There's other things as well. People start telling you things. That's for you. Why are you telling me that?
Yeah.
I can't think what the other one is. Like long those lines.
Diseases and stuff.
No. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to know that.
What's one thing that you can't leave home without?
Phone. Staple.
Yeah, I think if it's for me, a female's bag is quite a sacred place. They keep things in there that they need on a day out. Things like a brush. Have you ever taken a brush out with you?
Do I look like I take a brush out with me?
Or like Lipsil or makeup, lipstick. I'm presuming them all type of things would be in a lady's bag. And I feel like that's what you're asking.
What's in your bag?
Yeah, what can't you leave home without? What's in your bag that you must have? Do you know what I mean? He or she may just go, wet wipes, because I'm a very sweaty human being. And I suppose it's how you interpret the question. You could say, I could never leave home without my keys because I have to lock my door.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too simple.
Would you wear like a man bag?
No.
No, but if it became like quite a popular thing, cause I see the practicality in it. Noah had one, Noah's got one. I see the practicality. Quite a young chavvy thing that they've all got bags.
I think that's why I feel it, and I think I've hit that age where I question a lot of things.
Would you wear a fanny bag?
No. I wouldn't, but then I would probably said 15 years ago I'd never wear like a full rucksack.
Yeah.
But if I go out, it's comfy. Like say for walks, it's comfy, it's practical, it's out the way. You don't know it's there. It's what you.
Well, we went on holiday the other year, and Amy had a fanny bag on, and I was like, it's so practical.
It is, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. I had everything in it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, pass my Lipsil, pass me.
Do you know what else is really practical though? But people haven't quite bought onto it yet. The umbrella hat.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't catch on.
Me neither. That's the thought for next week.
Get that sales umbrella hat.
Yeah, I do.
Bring them back.
Should we do this again next week?
If we have to.
Let's do it again next week.
Do you guys want it again next week? What's that? Oh, yeah. More. I heard more.
Yeah. I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
And, as always, keep smiling.
Stay safe.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you are providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.